Hi, so my name is Octavia. I guess it's good to start with the name first. I have been wanting to start a blog for a while now, and it's taken me a couple months to basically kind of start planning and figuring out how am I going to do this, where am I going to go, what am I going to do, like what do I want to do for background music and everything. And the hardest part was definitely trying to figure out how to do the first video. Not a lot of help online, just saying. And I even tried finding like some really good vloggers that I like personally and going back on their channels and trying to get a feel for what their first videos were. A lot of them were just kind of just random waffling, and then they just sort of started building steam as they went. I literally am having a really hard time figuring out what to talk about. So for the first video, I decided it probably would be a good idea to do the 25 question or the get to know me tag. And unfortunately, as I was writing things, my penmanship got progressively worse, and I started to shorthand, paraphrase questions. So hopefully towards the end I'm gonna understand what my own writing means. Question number 1, do you have any pets? I've like memorized this question. I've redone this video like 5 times. Yes, I do. I have 2 pets. I've got my 3-year-old cat, Clover. She is my companion animal. I love her to death. She's my princess and my baby girl. And then recently, a few months ago, we decided to get a kitten, and he is now 4 months old, going on 5. Absolute gangster. His name is Hero. Name 3 things close to you. First thing is we will play with one of my books. This book is Prose and Poetry Adventures. If you open up, not the like inside cover, but like the next page, there is a stamp in it that says property of school district number 10, Dillon, Montana, October 1948. Story behind how I came in possession of this book is actually kind of funny. My parents, well, my mom and my stepdad, they rent a cabin up at a place here in Montana called Bloody Dick Creek. I am not a huge outdoorsy person. I like to go camping, I like to go nature hiking and nature walking, but my parents are big into fishing. So, of course, that's why we went up to Bloody Dick, because it's got a creek and a lake right next to it as well. I brought plenty of things to entertain me and stuff, but this book happened to be in the cabin that was up there, and I sort of just became obsessed with it because it had things in it. It's got the Legend of Sleepy Hollow and the Highwayman in it as well. And around that time, I was super obsessed with The Highwayman by Lorena McKinnick. It was so many levels of fantastic, and I was just super excited about it. And I didn't want to leave the book behind. I really didn't. I wanted to keep the book so bad, but I kept telling myself that that's stealing, and stealing is bad. You don't want to take the book. You won't take the book with you. It was just this internal monologue for the entire week of like, do I take the book with me or not? And finally, in the end, I decided not to because I didn't feel like it was the right thing to do. So when we were packing up, I left the book on the bed rather than putting it on the shelf for some reason. I think it was like part of me hoping that it might accidentally fall in my bag or something. If I just left it on the bed and didn't think about it, that it might just magically end up coming home with me. And what happened was my mom was doing her final run through, making sure everything was packed, and I don't know what I was doing at this particular point in time, but she happened to put the book in my bag thinking it was my book. Hero, you stay away. The kitten's trying to get up, and I'm not letting him. Anyways, she put the book in my bag thinking it was my book, and while we're on our way home, I open up my bag, and there's the book. I'm like, Mom, why'd you put this book in my bag? She's like, well, it's your book, isn't it? No, it's not. And she just started laughing. She's like, well, apparently it's yours now. So that is how I became in possession of this incredibly old book. I kind of think it's sort of funny that it literally exactly what I was hoping would happen happened. Yeah. I'm gonna do this. This is one of two. The other one is on the other side of the living room. I don't know why this is on my desk right now, but it is. It's my LED poi. Let's see if I can turn it on. And it's kind of fun to spin. I don't know if the camera's gonna catch how fun it is to spin. I don't have like a big area, but it's really pretty. Anyways, I'm not insanely talented with my poi. I can do about a 2-beat weave, buzzsaw, butterfly. I was working on doing the butterfly behind my head, hit myself in the head multiple times with this. Not the most graceful human, but I love flow arts. So my sunglasses. I like my sunglasses. I just happen to actually just have these on my desk at the moment because I was out and about today, and first thing I did when I got home was go to my desk. I got these at Rue 21 several weeks ago, actually. I took about a 1-year hiatus from wearing contacts, and I just got my contacts back, like I said, a few weeks ago. But my eyes are insanely sensitive to sunlight, and it might partially be because of how light they are. And I cannot drive without having sunglasses or transition lenses. If I expose my eyes to natural sunlight while driving, my eyes just start watering and they just start getting really stingy and I can't see, and it's just the most uncomfortable experience ever. Question number 3, what is the weather like right now? As of right now, a little breezy. It's not like crazy windy. It's September, so I mean, it's kind of warm, kind of cold. It's not too bad. Do you drive? This is question number 4. And if so, have you crashed? So I do drive, and obviously, because I was just talking about driving, but I have not crashed. Unless you count the one time a couple weeks ago, I was going to meet my fiance up somewhere, and I accidentally hit his car with my car. No damage was done. Next question, question number 5. What time did you wake up this morning? That's kind of ridiculous. Today is Saturday, and I get weekends off with my job, which is kind of fantastic. But I was fully intending on sleeping in today, and what do? I wake up at 7:40 this morning. So I've been up for a while now. It is 7 p.m. right now. I've been up for 12 hours, and whatever. When was the last time you showered? That was yesterday, last night actually, when my fiance got off of work. Feels sexy. Really, we just got clean. It wasn't sexy, but whatever. What was the last movie you saw? Actually, the last movie I watched was Sleepy Hollow. I watched that about last week. If we want to get really technical, like the last show I saw was Futurama, because when I get home and I just do chores, I like to binge watch stupid shows because that's what I do. What does your last text say? I don't know. I said you're not going to be able to, are you? Question mark. Clover, you're on my list. Thank you. Next one. What is my ringtone? Andy Grammer, Honey, I'm Good. My more specific ringtone for my fiance is Running Up That Hill by Placebo. Have you ever been to a different country? No. And it sucks because I really, really want to go to a different country. If I had it my way, I would totally go to Ireland and Scotland. My fiance really bad wants to go to Italy. So I'm trying to see what we can do for when we do get married in forever, to see what we can do to plan doing a trip across Europe and going through Ireland, Scotland, and hopefully trying to find our way down to Italy at some point. It's really hard because I've never been to a different country before, actually. I've barely been out of my own state here in America, so yay! Actually, one of my favorite YouTubers is from Ireland, and I love her face. Actually, I'm going to link in the description Go ahead and check her out. Her name is Toxic Tears. She's another vlogger, and I love her face, and she's actually a lot of my inspiration for wanting to start a vlog. Do you like sushi? No. No, I do not care for sushi. I do not care for the seaweed. I do not care for the fish. I do not care for the fact that it's raw. Mostly, I don't care for the fish. I can taste the fishy taste in anything, and it bothers me. Don't like fish unless they're in a tank and I can watch them and like they're pretty and I'm taking care of them and helping them live. Where do you buy groceries? Not like anybody cares. Literally, I go wherever there's a sale at this point. I do go to Albertsons. On occasion, I find myself in the dollar store buying like canned veggies, pasta sauces, because they have like the name brand stuff. It's just $1, so I'm not really overly picky. Have you ever taken medicine or medication to help sleep? I have taken like Tylenol PM, and I've taken melatonin not being sick. So obviously, like, I've been sick before and had to take NyQuil. I used to try and do Benadryl, but Benadryl actually has the Hippocratic symptoms for me. So instead of making me drowsy, it actually makes me insanely hyper. I think Hippocratic is the right word for that. Hippocratic side effect. I can't remember. It's been like a year since I went to pharmacy tech classes and did all my course and certifications and whatnot. It's been too long. Next question. How many siblings do you have? Depends on how you're asking the question. Between my mom and my dad, I'm an only child. I'm the only child that those two had together. But my dad has had one daughter previous to his marriage to my mother, and then 2 children with the marriage after he was married to my mom. So I've got an older half-sister and 2 younger half-brothers. I've never met my older half-sister, but I love my younger half-brothers to death. They're pretty lovely. They're lovely people. I like them. And then on my mom's side, I'm her only biological child. But her husband, my stepdad, he has an older daughter, my stepsister, and he's got 2 younger, or they're older than me by like 6 months, 2 older stepbrothers. So I'm the only biological child between my actual parents, but I do have half-siblings and step-siblings on both sides. So total, I have 6 other siblings. I've only met 4 of the other 6. I haven't met my older half-sister, and I have not met my older stepsister. That was my phone. I apologize. So do I have a laptop or do I have a desktop? I actually have a laptop. How old will you be on your next birthday? I will be 21. I will be 21. Okay, next question. Contacts or glasses? As aforementioned, I wear both, but right now I wear contacts more frequently than I do my glasses. Alright, next question. Apparently I don't know what spacing is. Do you color your hair? Yes. This hair color is not natural. The dead giveaway is that my eyebrows and my hair don't match, so yes, my hair is not natural. Dye my hair all the time. Something you plan to do today. It is 7:10 p.m. I have had my day. I ended up having an impromptu wedding dress try on today, actually. I tried on about 3 wedding dresses today with another friend of mine who's going to be one of my bridesmaids. When was the last time you cried? I almost cried trying on one of the dresses today. That didn't actually happen, so I would say the last time I cried was probably earlier this week. No, I cried this morning. I was watching a short on YouTube and it was really touching at the very end and I just kind of cried. I'm a very sensitive person apparently, because it was just an animated short and I just started bawling. I was like, no, it's so cute. I will try to find the video. I can't remember the name of it anymore, and I'll try to link it as well in the description, because it's really cute and it's really I liked it and it made me cry. Just a wee bit. Just a couple of tears. It It wasn't really falling. What is your perfect pizza topping? Canadian bacon and pineapple. Personal opinion. Hamburgers or cheeseburgers? I definitely say cheeseburgers. I prefer the cheese on the sandwich. I'm just like, cheeseburger. Have you ever had an all-nighter? Not technically. I've had nights where I've gotten like 2 hours of sleep because I've been so like ecstatic for the next morning, but I've never had like a true where I've been up all night. I'm really lucky in that. What is my eye color? As aforementioned, I have very light eyes. If you can tell, I don't know if my camera's gonna focus really well. I have green eyes is what I say. It is kind of a debate amongst my family sometimes as to whether they're blue or gray. I say green, that's what my driver's license says, and that's what I'm sticking to. Last one is the one I paraphrased the most. I literally like sounds like a caveman, actually, the way I wrote. The question initially was, can you taste the difference between Pepsi and Coke? I wrote, taste, diff, Pets, Coke. Okay. But yes, I can taste the difference between Pepsi and Coca-Cola. Pepsi's a lot sweeter, and Coca-Cola has more of a bitter taste to it. I prefer Coca-Cola, actually, to be completely honest. I don't know, maybe I like the feel of it just destroying my insides. There's a guy like standing outside with his dog outside of my house kind of awkwardly. It's an apartment complex, I guess, so it makes sense. He's walking his dog. It's just kind of creeping me out because he's been in front of my house. You pee on my Halloween decorations. I will. Thank you. Girl. Anyways. I guess that's the end of this waffle thing. This tag. Like, comment, subscribe. Give me some ideas what to do next time. I'm gonna try and compile a few videos all together and just get something cool started.